So it was a very eventful night last night in Washington. The Burke family gate-crashed a gala dinner to draw attention to the plight of their son Enoch Burke, who has spent over 500 days in Mountjoy prison in Ireland for taking a stand for his Christian beliefs, for refusing to affirm transgender ideology within his school, for refusing to leave that school because that's his place of employment, and being locked up for contempt of court. So what better opportunity to draw attention to their son's plight than to get on a plane and go to Washington and see what they could do in terms of drawing media attention to this case. So this is quite something. Last night they were forcibly removed from a US gala dinner, so we're going to have a look at that and see what was said. And certainly this was not what you would call a silent protest, so let's get into it.
Enoch Burke is prison for 513 days. Enoch Burke is prison.
That were first planted in county lease.
Enoch Burke in prison. Enoch Burke in prison for 513 days. Enoch Burke in prison. Enoch Burke for not accepting transgenderism. Why is Enoch Burke in prison for not accepting transgenderism? Why is Enoch Burke in prison for not accepting transgenderism? Micheál Martin has imprisoned. Micheál Martin has imprisoned Enoch Burke for not accepting transgenderism.
Shoes lost their shoes. Didn't let go of the phone though. Respect to one of the Burkes there. I think that was Isaac Burke. There's quite a few of them. He refused to let go of his phone. Martina lost the shoe. Amy, we'll see in a minute, she lost both her shoes. And the police, looks like it's the police and security having their hands full bundling the Burkes out of the building, but it doesn't end there. Micheál Martin.
Yes, my son has been imprisoned for over 500 days for not approving transgenderism with sexual offenders, murderers. How dare Micheál Martin sit in there? He is fooling the American people.
Deceiving them.
The Irish people live in fear.
Yes, they do.
They live in fear.
Yes.
Teachers are afraid in schools.
Yes, they are.
Every single child is taught LGBTQ plus bisexual transgenderism as
Enoch Burke.
Well, that's quite something. And I'm sure if Micheál was still there, he'd give a speech apparently earlier on, and he was there. Can you just imagine him sitting down to dessert, and in the background he goes, Micheál Martin, flipping heck. That guy must have nightmares at night. I'm sure he wakes up in the middle of the night with a cold sweat. Thought of the Burkes chasing after him, screaming his name, and rightly so. The guy is an enemy of Ireland. He should be standing up for the people of his country, standing up for their so-called Christian beliefs, but he's not. He's just grinning like a ninny, as we saw earlier this week in his conference with Trump. All he could do is say it's a two-way street when it came to trade, while Trump sat there talking about big pharma. So anyway, the Burkes are still there, from what I know. They haven't been deported yet. They haven't been sent on a plane back to Ireland yet. They're there for a little while longer. So what else might be in store? Leave me your thoughts, comments and opinions below. Quite interesting the way they were, I wouldn't say removed gently. It was quite a violent and physical scene there, but given that they gate crashed a gala dinner of that level, They could have been anyone. They could have been terrorists. They could have done anything. Of course, I'm not saying they are, but I'm talking about from a security point of view. It could be argued, well, who are these people? They need to be taken out fast, arrested at the very least. They were afforded the courtesy of being able to address the press once they were thrown out of the building, and even got a chance to put their shoes back on at the end. What do you make of this encounter? Do you think it's going to impact positively Enoch's case, or will it draw away from it? I'm throwing that out there to get your thoughts, comments and opinions. Leave them in the comments box below. If you like the content of this channel, please consider subscribing. And in the meantime, I'm Rick Munn, No Risk, No Reward Media, over and out.